BuLba already. Just 2 shots, half HP.
Yep, and SkyLark has they got the bounty rune, now has his boots. Like, they can close distance so easily, and I think Burst Blood is definitely going to be bottom. But mid actually is where we're seeing big damage coming out, and it's going to be the other way around. He spins onto the Bane, but he's going to be able to survive through it all. You cannot underestimate how...
Calculation or what, but bottom lane Kroki going to start going in with the Fire Blast. Not a ton of damage there. They're going to try to go for SkyLark, purge off the heal from that Purifying Flames with another set of flames. Grab the Sand King, and the Riki without that smoke screen. Again, opting for Blink Strike as you're going to fire again. Not quite going to do it with the Brain Sap. Spartan's now under tower and should be just fine. Madara going to pop a rather late God Strength. He's going to stun a Kroki, saving Spartan's life one more time. The Iron Shell not going to do it. Sand King kills off the Oracle elsewhere as Madara's going to shove everyone else back, keeping Spartan alive. I don't know how no one died in this bottom lane, but end result is AD FINEM do walk away with 1 extra kill.
Yep, and SkyLark's going to be able to clean up BuLba up top with the help maybe next time, mostly taking the brunt of the tower as they do go for that dive, smoking him and bringing him down, and BuLba just going to sacrifice himself once again, or Kuro to Roshan. But yeah, just, I mean, this is the tankiness of the Bane. Level 2 Brain Sap. He very smartly doesn't Brain Sap early. He's going to die to the Chrono. What can you do? That's a Chrono on CD. Usually you just say Space Create at that point. But if Madara goes down 2, that's going to be pretty brutal. And it looks like he will. I mean, the Moonlight Shadows come out. At this point, BuLba has sentries, but can he get close enough to use them? And actually, SkyLark's here too. They must have realized this. But maybe now catching out BuLba. Going to be caught with the Burrow Strike. And this will be very, very bad very quickly as we see the Caustic pop. And down he goes. This is instead going to be a 1-for-1 as a whole, and maybe not just that. They see with the Sentry Ward now has been a key for his survival multiple times over. It's going to be just the Fire Blast onto the Sven, and they'll get the Omni Slash with the help of the Bloodlust. So Madara going down, very big kill, but in the meantime, Epicenter comes out, bringing down Mind Control on the bottom lane. So trades Bane for Darkseer down bottom. Can they get one more, though? It looks like Matumba shall live. So at this point, it is going to be 2 kills, bringing Liquid back to even on the kill score. And much needed kill on Sven, I would say.
Yeah, not really sure how the Sven ended up that far away from any sort of safety, but hey, a kill's a kill. And Liquid are going to be more than happy to get that. And all the while, ThuG has had a lot of free
going
time
in.
Jump in towards Miracle. Already used the spin. Arrow free-handed will land. Starstorm to finalize the kill. Matumbaman's arrival is just a little bit too late. He does not have a time walk. Used it right before he TP'd, it looks like, which otherwise would have been time walk in a Chronosphere, which he's still looking for. Moonlight Shadow is up. Matumbaman is going to have some vision help with the Ogre. Doesn't even need it, though. Chronosphere does reveal. And Rana now is in the middle of no man's land once again. How do AD FINEM's heroes keep ending up here? I don't know, but still, it will be a 1-for-1 trade.
They go deep. The Greeks, they nice single stun from Kuro keeps Miracle alive. But Fiend's Grip, level 6 comes out. I think thanks to the Tome of Knowledge, and that's going to be Kuro dropping very low and should just be going down.
Now towards the north, they found BuLba with just the Sand King and the Riki, forcing out the False Promise. I think that's going to pop him pretty quickly. Spartan left behind by the rest of the squad is going to try to teleport out here. It's going to be really close to live again! How does he keep doing it? I don't know. The Healing Ward is not being dealt with. Finally, it will be killed off. Arrow will go right between them. The Omni Slash will get mostly dispelled by that Sandstorm, and SkyLark is on the run with another Burst Strike in just a handful of seconds. Should get a lot of distance away, even though Matumbaman's coming around. He's going to back up with this stun onto 2 heroes. Smoke Screen, going to further split up Liquid. Even the Satyr's helping out in ThuG's attempt at killing off Mind Control. Maybe next time she'll be able to finalize the kill. No, it's the Satyr's going to take it away. Never mind. Faceless Void will eventually get the kill on Riki. But Neutral is doing a lot here as Matumbaman and Miracle with this Healing Ward, which is, again, not being dealt with, surviving and doing a lot. Spartan's going to arrive, can't do anything but Nightmare himself. That's not really the play.
He tried to body block it.
He
tried to body block it, but there's phase boots. Not even phase boots, it's just the pathing was good enough for the Juggernaut to get through. Looks like Madara is going to be in some trouble here. Bottom, yeah. BuLba will finish it off for a pretty good kill, 380 gold. But yeah, that big exchange there. SkyLark loves to make these little plays with the Sandstorm. In that case, up against the Viz heroes, even scouting smokes with the possessed neutral creeps. He knows something's up, but is it going to be a quick enough rotation from BuLba?
Double star arrow with the grip. Matumbaman's here. Chronosphere's available. Will catch once again. The rest of the heroes are coming in kind of slowly. ThuG still taking a lot of just right-click damage from Matumbaman and should be going down. Yes, I think that was a lasted bash as well. A 1-for-1 trade, but every single trade here, well, we're actually not done yet. Spartan still dusted up. Moonlight Shadow is going to wear off, making him a little bit quicker there. Matumbaman has no mana, actually, so Time Walk is going to get just enough. One more for the Bane. Ignite is there, and a Fire Blast, even a multicast. Okay, it's a 2-kill for Liquid, but losing the Juggernaut again is no small price.
Yeah, and they all had to rotate. He just goes on Kuro. Not the best target to focus down, but if they can kill anybody at the beginning of the fight, it will be really good. Still, the Oracle turns around with the False Promise. Nice smoke onto 3 heroes, and he'll put a Ring of Death around with the tricks of the trade. Kuro's still pretty healthy, though, and ThuG isn't getting a kill just yet onto BuLba. In fact, he's going to have to leap away very soon, but leads him into the Sand King, who goes in for the epicenter of the Burrow Strike and goes in for the kill. Omni-Slash will not do enough. SkyLark will live, and 2 will fall. MATUMBAMAN. Time walk in just 2 seconds. He will go for SkyLark, but the Burrow back! MATUMBAMAN caught in the smoke, the arrow, and his own demise. That is going to be a 3-for-1. Again, Madara doesn't get much out of it, but his team thrives in these kinds of heavy back-and-forth skirmishes, and Liquid just completely underestimating their opponents.
And then the heroes
is up and available now as MATUMBAMAN rapidly progresses towards his Lincoln Sphere, but he doesn't have it now, and they're just going to actually go for a 2-man jump here with the Ion Shell. Good damage coming out, but Vayne still will get the Rain Tap off before he goes down. In fact, a nice burrow on the back end. Still, Vayne will fall, and Matumba is caught in the Nightmare.
SkyLark will run away from everything from this Blade Fury. The Ignite should eventually kill him.
Tranquil Boots, though.
They have any juice to give to him, and they also Fire Blast him. Maybe next time Sig Cards will save him. Burrow Strike back in, just a suicide because he knew he was dead anyway. Another kill for Liquid, but not really quite the kill they wanted. Not doing it. Smoke back in. Riki is going to get dusted up, but he'll have someone to jump to, so he should be just fine for right now. Smoke screen and trick to the trade, keeping him safe. Sven is going to get with the
center.
Thing. Stun onto Miracle is going to be dodged, but now here comes the epicenter in the back end with the Starstorm. They do see the face with the Oracle ultimate, but I still think he's going to pop afterwards. They will lose the Sven as the Omnislash is now going to bounce over to the Sand King. Miracle right on the tail of SkyLark. Not quite enough gas in the tank, though, to get that kill. Burrow Strike now back in onto 3 with the tower shooting onto the Darkseer as well. Healing Ward or not, they will not be able to save that Darkseer. They might be able to kill off the Sand King with Unite, and they will do just that. Now they're on to the Mirana with the spin. Fortune then going to stop her from moving, get a bash as well. And that's going to be that, but the Ricky's not done. Will kill off BuLba in the end, is now in way over his head. And he's going to get with the Chronosphere right on the edge. Perfectly placed by MATUMBAMAN. Ricky's down. Spartan's the sole survivor, looking for a last kill onto the Ogre, but the Ogre with the Bloodlust is just a little bit too quick. Liquid, that was a pretty darn good fight considering their current circumstances.
Yeah.
Over the Sven, they're just going to keep on going. They're grouped up on bot.
Yep.
They will actually catch up to the Ogre Magic with the Nightmare.
Yep, and just should be able to finish him off without costing the Fiend's Grip, which means that there's no way that Liquid can really take this fight. They don't have Chronosphere, they don't have an Ogre, and that Fiend's Grip is still available. So, a lot of fear in Liquid's heart. There's going to be smoke coming through, but the scan catches it perfectly. The southeastern scan, AD FINEM's the northwestern one for Liquid. Now we're going to see a spin come through. Is it going to be an epicenter, though? Coming in, big damage onto BuLba, the one who could save them all, and he's down for the count. We will see Fiend's Grip come out on Miracle, and it actually will keep him alive for a long, long time. Arrow into the Chronosphere. MATUMBAMAN is neutralized, but where's the damage coming in from AD FINEM? Nice little bit of tricks of the trade, but Mind Control is still up and kicking, and the Healing Ward, the Wand, and
what the Juggernaut and the Faceless Void are putting out as far as damage output. Nice Burrow Strike onto a couple heroes. Starstorm landing because absolutely everyone's smoke screen in the middle, but no one's actually dying.
They've got to get somebody. There we go.
Darkseer. And the Sand King's off to the side looking for another reinitiation, but he hit with the time dilation, so he can't actually Burrow Strike for a very long time now as everyone else from AD FINEM going to start to spill forward.
No.
They do catch one with the Nightmare. He does have an Omnislash, but there's no chance casting that. And they are looking for Kuroki. They guessed the wrong way. Ogre may or
trying to go for the Roshan. It's going to be scouted out. Vayne sees their movement. He's just going to tank the gank, but can they finish off Roche without God's Strength? Burrow Strike onto Kuro, but they're not in condition to fight. They might kill off one hero here, but they don't really have enough, and the Juggernaut's going to be coming back in soon with that Omnislash.
Sand King disengaging to the south, has an epicenter prepped up. Stun onto the Faceless Void is going to clog the hole.
Oh,
but
2!
Get through with the Chronosphere onto 2, with the Ion Shell on top as well. Arrow will be dodged. They'll take down the Sand King and the Riki in as many seconds, and now they're looking for a little bit more in the Mirana. Can't quite catch up to her. Damage considering the pipe, and now MATUMBAMAN actually found SkyLark, gets a couple of bashes. Yule Scepter will save the Sand King for a couple seconds, but he's going to fall into a lot of heroes. Gets dusted, gets burned by the Oracle. Now they're down there probably
but Madara commits with God's Strength up top. They're going for a bit of a base race here, just trying to use Nightmare, maybe the Enfeeble, just to slow down the roll and try to trade Rax for Rax as Madara does work up top. Smokescreen, all these tools to keep them off the barracks, and we're actually going to be seeing Madara take down the melee Rax 1-for-1.
Multicast is going to slow him down just a little bit, but they do Chronosphere on the bottom lane, and MATUMBAMAN is in, vacuum back into a wall as well. I think the Raxes on top lane have actually been dropped. but the bottom lane, it's not going that great for the Dire either. Mind Control's dropping fairly low himself despite all of his survivability items. Just doesn't have enough to survive the constant Mirana Starstorms with the Riki on his tail as well. Link strikes and smoke screens. Oh my, leap forward Starstorm, not quite gonna do it, but they will get him in the end. And the bottom lane structures of AD FINEM are held. What a narrow trade. They do save the Sven also. He actually gets out of there. And Liquid...
Smoke screen, a Juggernaut, and a Void hitting on your melee. So, yeah, it's Madara is able to almost take an uncontested barracks, trades it out with Ogre for a little bit, and in the end, he gets the racks, he TPs away, and now Ogre dead to rights, as we see SkyLark and M&T, the duo back together again.
Yeah, Ogre Magi survived through that whole epicenter, though.
Yeah, that's just Ogre things. I mean, that hero...
Yeah, doesn't really matter in the end since he did go down. MATUMBAMAN threatening ThuG on the bottom lane. ThuG does have a Blink Dagger and a TP scroll, so he should be just fine. They're actually not done on top lane. They're going to go for Mind Control. He may be a little bit tankier. He's got the mechanism and allies, more importantly. Maybe next time, just going to get burned down by the Oracle. Ion Shell doing some serious work there. And now SkyLark. Blink Dagger not available because of the cancellation of playthrough. He does have a Burrow Strike, but it's okay. That didn't work, apparently, because the Oracle got him first. That's going to be AD FINEM overstepping their bounds just a little bit too much. But I do like how they're trying to get these kind of cheesy kills on this top lane. Very cost-effective kills, just a handful of kind of supporty-oriented heroes, and let the Sven farm it.
They know that it's going to be a prolonged exchange with the second life here, but they're actually going to disengage here as Matumba looks to turn. Can't find really anybody, just Madara on the Chrono, not the target you want, and we're going to see if it's enough as he can pop the BKB as soon as he comes out.
He's kind of already dead, though. He's going to try to line them up so he can start cleaving through, or TP. Not going to work. First hit bash definitely doesn't work. He's dead. Darkseer charging forward, already uses vacuum, doesn't really have all that much in the way of control on the front lines here. Trying to get in keeping this pressure up, making sure that this Sven isn't able to get a ton of farm, because even though he is behind God Strength as it approaches level 3, can still just destroy any given hero. They're looking for Miracle up towards top lane. Epicenter being prepped up with the blink in as well. It's going to be a lot of damage, but not quite enough.
Oh, the Greaves!
He's gonna get healed up by the mechanism. Now he's gonna turn around with the spin. Maybe next time Left 4 Dead, as SkyLark's gonna bail out on the other side of the fight. Juggernaut surviving everything because the Darkseer came in.
Doesn't really have much to fear.
SkyLark's gotta be very careful whenever he does that. He does not have a Force Staff. He has a Yule Step, but it's gonna get purged off.
Oh! He needs the buyback. This is brutal. How do you time your buyback when Madara is still in mid? You can't force the pressure on the top at the same time, but there's going to be the Chronosphere coming out, and Madara's not TPing home. They've lost 2. He's just going to pop God Strength and go for mid, and they're going to try to cancel any TPs they can with a Burrow Strike up aggressively. Kuro will not be TPing back home, and they're going to be fighting right here, right now. Big damage coming out. Inside, there's going to be the smoke, the tricks, everything. Madara still doing what he needs to do, getting disarmed by the Fate's Edict, but... can he finish off the racks in time, and can they make it worthwhile? Because it looks like with the dieback of the Sand King, that while the racks may be exposed in mid, that they could just take them up top.
Then he is going to teleport back so he can join this fight, but it'll be just him and the Mirana. Shotgun onto MATUMBAMAN. He's going to get purged off immediately so we can keep on swinging. He's just going in. Where are his allies? They're going for the structures as they probably should.
Manta dodge.
The hammer. Now Madara's kind of in the front lines all alone. ThuG jumping with a couple more stars. MATUMBAMAN taking a lot of damage. Will time walk a lot of it back out. ThuG taking bashes and everything will go down. Will instantly buy back. Madara's now returning to the fight. Has a fresh Chrysalis. He's not with the God Strength though. Shotgun onto Kuroki. Arrow. Starstorm. That's a pretty clean kill on the Ogre. And they do hold their structures, but man, the buyback cost from AD FINEM is starting to mount up, and they don't take the Raxes over in the mid lane. So ultimately, you just have to look at who died.
His value like 40% in this game. Like he suddenly is able to just chain stun over and over, kite the Sven so effectively. He'll always have the Soul Ring unrefined, but we're gonna see Madara actually caught inside the Chronosphere at the very lip of it. Is this the Chrono they need though? As we see the Warcry come out, soaking up all of that Omni Slash, and the Moonlight Shadow takes its effect. Mind Control will clean up the Riki on the back end. No backstab onto BuLba here. But we are going to be seeing this Glimmer Cape of Bane try to break the linkage. It's not what they wanted. They're back. They're walled. They're all going to die.
Oh, man. Mirana purged up, and, well, she may live, but doesn't really matter. MATUMBAMAN wants in. Can't quite get the kill on the Mirana. That wasn't even, like, the cleanest execution from Liquid because the Sven had the armor up the entire...